I'm inside and I saw The Final Destination. It is directed by David R. Ellis, written by Eric Bress. If you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This is requested by Patreon. If you'd like to fast track a movie review, patreon.com/ASEPresents. Time and temperature check, it is 4:55 p.m., 84 degrees, humidity is 80%, and there are showers in the vicinity, so if it starts to rain, that's why. This movie follows these people at a race car event, and there's a bunch of race cars going vroom, 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 and one of them does a little, like, one of those, like, tailspin thingies, and gets into the audience. There's a bunch of, like, collapsing of buildings, there's a bunch of cars killing everybody. Wouldn't they have the place designed so they couldn't do that? Why? What? Okay. This is the first out of many deaths that are very convoluted and very stringed together, like really thinly stringed together and stringed just so it can happen. It just feels like this movie, there's just a lot of stuff happening, and it's not necessarily motivated by any particular action or any particular thing. It just seems like the deaths in this one are just there to have deaths, even at the expense of believability. This chick is like, oh my goodness, we're all gonna die, and she freaks out, right? You know, in classic Final Destination style, you have the vision of the death, and then you're snapped back to reality, and then you're seeing all the signs that the death's gonna happen, and you get the heck out of there. And there's a fight that's caused, and all those people skedaddle, and I find this part to be really just sudden, right? They go outside, they argue with people, man, why are you having me miss the best game? That's where you go to see all the crashes, right? And of course, he's able to survive. And then suddenly, oh wow, everybody died. I'm like, wait, shouldn't there be like a little bit of time between them coming out and then them dying? Because in the premonition, it took a little bit of a while for that to happen. Everybody who avoided the race car accident then dies one by one by one by one. There's this racist guy who for some reason, has a beef with George, the black guy, and I'm like, wait, what did he do to you? You just doing it because racism? This is very comically stereotypical racism right here. There's no motivation for him to go after this guy. Oh, I'm gonna go after the one black guy in the block. I'm like, there's other black guys, dude. Why aren't you going after them? Or did you? Why are you going after this one specific guy? But he's gonna do a hate crime. He's gonna burn a cross in the lawn. And instead of doing that, Death is able to get in the way and kill him before George notices that this is going on. I do like the tow truck, and the Carter guy, he's a racist dude. He's just behind this tow truck on fire, and I find that to be very funny. How did it happen? How did we get there? I feel like this movie is just a setup for a lot of ridiculous deaths that don't really have a good lead-in to the ridiculous deaths. It's not believable at all. There's this guy who goes into the back of this fence so hard that the fence causes cuts. I don't think that would happen. I don't think they would have something on the market in order to be able to do that. Like having a bunch of these like metal fences just cause like fence-sized holes in your back and kill you. Also, during that scene, during that death, he has no internal organs whatsoever. It's just meat. This CGI looks bad. The directing looks bad, and it's during the era of 3D movies. I've only seen one 3D movie, and I didn't care for it. I didn't really care at all about it. It was Monsters vs. Aliens. It was during that time. So this is the 3D movie era time. So a lot of stuff is coming at the camera for seemingly no reason, just so it looks cool. But without the 3D glasses, without the 3D setup, it just kind of looks whatever. It's whatever. If you remember 3D movies, they weren't that good actually. The effect wasn't that good. That's why we don't have 3D movies anymore, because it sucks. It always sucks. There's this chick who's going to die in a car wash of all places, but she's saved. Her moonroof keeps malfunctioning, letting a bunch of water in, and then won't open fully enough for her head to pop out, for her body to pop out, and she almost gets decapitated, but luckily the main chick is there just in time to save her. But there's this guy who goes into the pool because of his lucky coin, and this is quite ironic. I'm like, what? You dropped your lucky coin? What a clumsy guy. Okay. And then he goes to the bottom of the pool, and the pool filter breaks. Not the pool filter, the pool drain breaks. And like there's this like weird system outside of the pool. It looks like a filter. It's kind of weird. There's like this little glass thing, and then there's like a little tube and a glass thing in the middle. I've never seen anything like it. But anyway, he's so suctioned to the pool drain that he drowns. I've been in pools with pool drains. They're not that suctiony. Why would they? That's a liability. And that guy, his whole body goes through this hole just because the suction is so strong, and then it bursts that little glass thing. And it's like, okay, that's weird. There's a chick who dies in a fire. This guy is like, man, I'm trying to save you from dying in a fire. And he gets like nail gunned to the post. And luckily, this fire doesn't occur because he's able to get the sprinklers going in time. And then there's this chick whose shoelace gets stuck in an escalator and she ends up dying. That's why you have to step off those escalators. You know what? I didn't know escalators did that. I knew to a degree that escalators were brutal, and if you didn't get off in time, that your foot would get caught and it would break your toe or something. But nothing like this. I didn't know this would happen. And then the 3 remaining survivors are alive in a cafe, and they're like, wait, what if this was Death's vision, right? And then while they're talking about Death's vision, boom, a car comes in and like crushes all of them, and that's the end credit scene. It goes right into the end credit scene where these skeleton things, very much 2008-2009 era. It reminds me of like a Flowbots music video or a Linkin Park music video. It's these effects, very popular during the time. Skeleton, X-ray vision. This movie sucks. It's so boring. It's so convoluted. Everything just kind of doesn't make sense. I feel like it could have been done better, but at this point, the Final Destination movies are really popping off, and all the people love them. All the people love them, but not this one. I don't love this one. This one actually kind of sucks. I feel like the Final Destination movies just kind of go downhill starting from the first one, and this one is not a good one. It's such a diminish in quality. It really does suck. Don't watch this movie. Even if you like Final Destination movies, don't watch this one. If you want to know what I'm talking about, you can watch it, but I really don't recommend anybody just watching this by itself. I gotta give it, it's like a 5 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. The platform really likes that. If I haven't reviewed it on a channel, there's a chance I haven't seen it at all. That's why you gotta get the Patreon request at patreon.com/ASEPresents. $20 dinos for 1 movie review for 1 month. Support the daily grindness by going to this link tree. So you can go here. And until next time, I'm Mint Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my sour croutons and bacon bits.